G'day everyone, Zabe here with Zebra Solutions. In today's tips and tricks, we're going to cover the creation of invoice reminders, or in other words, dunning emails. Some use cases include sending automated emails from within NetSuite to customers that potentially are 30 days, 60 days, 90 days overdue. You can also set up automation to send out reminder emails. If an invoice is due in 5 days, you can go ahead and set up NetSuite to send out those automated reminder emails 5 days ahead of an invoice due date. Let's go ahead and have a look at how we set that up within NetSuite. So as you can see here, I'm logged into my NetSuite account. The first thing we need to do is create a saved search based on my criteria. And today's criteria, we're going to create an example use case whereby we are sending out those reminder emails for invoices that are 60 days overdue as of today. So the first thing we'll do is, as I said, create a saved search. So report saved searches. All saved searches are new. And from here, I'll scroll down to my transaction as my object. Then I'll start entering some criteria. Let's go ahead and give this a name. I'll say invoices 60 days overdue. Create it as public and then available for reminder as well. Now I'll start entering my criteria. So the first thing I'll do is enter a type, a transaction type, which is our AR invoice. So select invoice. Set that, we're going to select main line as yes, and then days not open, overdue, we'll set equal to 60 and set, and result set doesn't really matter, and we'll go ahead and save and run this. Great. So you can see here I've actually got two transactions that are 60 days overdue. I can drill down into one of these over here. The due date for this is 4/17, and as you can see, the date today is 6/16, so exactly 60 days overdue. So now that we've got our 60-day saved search, you can go ahead and now create an email template. What is going to be the verbiage that I'm sending on that email as a reminder? So in order to do that, documents, templates, email templates. And you can go ahead and create a new email. And as you can see here, we've already got a couple that have been set up. Collections notices example, first past due, etc. We'll go ahead and create a new one. I can give it a name here. I can call it dunning as an example, 60 days overdue. I'll say invoice is 60 days past due. And then from here, I can go ahead and enter the verbiage of my email. So from here, I can say, please find attached an invoice that is past due, etc., etc., etc. You also have the ability over here to start adding tags. So I can say, dear field name, I can say customer, insert field. Just type in name. Oops, name, there we are, and customer ID, that's going to be company name. And say hello instead. Hello company name, please find attached the invoice that's past due. The workflow that we set up will go ahead and create that attachment using this as the email template. So I'll go ahead and save this. Great, so we've got our email template, we've got our saved search for 60 days. Let's go ahead and now create that workflow. So that we'll go ahead and start configuring a workflow. So customization, workflows, workflow new. And again, here I can say dunning 60-day reminder email. Record type is going to be transaction. Subtype will be our invoice. Say 60 days, day overdue reminder email. And then I'll say it's in testing mode. And then I'll go ahead and create this as a scheduled script. And then from here, I can go ahead and enter my transaction. I've forgotten the name of it. Here we go. Even invoices 60 days overdue. So invoices 60 days overdue. And then I'll schedule this to run every day at midnight, whatever time you want. So the idea is, because on the Save Search we've set up the days overdue as 60, every day this runs, it's a dynamic Save Search. The result set is going to be different. Tomorrow when this run, it'll pick up a invoice or a result set that is exactly 60 days overdue. So we just need to run it once a day. It's going to pick up the entire result set, all of those invoices that match that exact 60 days, and it'll go ahead and send out this email. So now we've set up or configured part of the workflow. We can go ahead and save this. And in terms of state over here, I've got some the ability to go ahead and create a new action. In this action, I'm going to go and select the send email. And I'll go ahead and specify a sender. This is a list of all of the employees that we've set up within NetSuite. You can have a designated dummy employee within NetSuite. Let's go ahead and do that actually while we're here. So if I go to lists and employees, employee new, oops, let's cancel out of this first. We'll open this guy up in another tab. I can say AR, oops, contact. So this could just be AR as example at cibasolutions.com. I'll just make a fictitious email address up here, whatever that subsidiary is. And we're purely using this employee for the purposes of the email address. When the email is sent, it's sent from AR at cibasolutions123.com. When a reply occurs, it'll not only get tagged to the transaction, but also send a reply to this particular email address. So let's go ahead and save this. Go back to our workflow, create that new action again with that new employee, send email, scroll down, type in AR contact, it immediately comes up. And here we can use a specific template, and this template is going to be our email template that we've set up, which again, I've forgotten the name of it. So let's go to Documents, Templates, Email Templates. And we called it Dunning 60 days overdue. So from here, I can say Dunning 60 days overdue. And then it's going to copy and use that email template as a subject, all of the tags. In this particular case, we put the company name, and then also the body of the email. Down here, I can also include the transaction, which is going to be the attachment, and we'll say as PDF. And we'll go ahead and save this. Oh, as a recipient, we missed the key thing over here, which is a recipient. And in this particular case, I'm going to say from field the current record, which is the AR invoice, and we're actually going to pull the email address in this particular case off the customer record, the main email on the customer record. So let's go ahead and save this. All right, and we're done. This is basically set up. We've basically now set up a workflow with all of the ancillary objects within NetSuite to facilitate automatic emailing of every invoice every open invoice, past due invoice, once it hits that 60 days overdue mark. You can go ahead and set up similar reminder emails for 30 days, 60 days, 45, whatever it takes. You just follow the same process, and you can set up these emails. So from here, let's go ahead and send out a test email. I can go ahead and click on workflow, edit this, and then because it's in this release status of testing, I can click on the execute now button, and what that's going to do is actually trigger a test email going out to the first set of 10 transactions on the result set. And let's go ahead and click on this and open the invoice in a new tab. Click on my communication tab, and you can see right here, here's that invoice. If I open this email, if I open up the email, there it is here. Hello, Aaron Abbott. That's a company name. Please attach the invoice that's past due. Under the attachments, there's a copy of the invoice. All right. If we go back to the workflow, really all that's left now is to change this from release status of testing to released. And there you have it, a simple way using standard NetSuite functionality to send out those automated AR invoice collections emails. Thanks.